Thank you for joining me for your June 2018 Astro Tarot forecast. I am shuffling the Miss Cleo Tarot Power Deck. I used this last month and I was drawn to use it again this month. I'll use a new deck next month, just like to keep you on your toes. And I am recording this on my iPhone. I know that it isn't formatted the same. It's not reaching the edges. I'm having, again, technical difficulties. I appreciate your patience in getting these out, and I appreciate your support and your donations and subscriptions and follows on social media. So here is the forecast. There's a ton going on, and it's not as stressful as May and the harsher aspects that we experienced and the volcanic eruptions that we called it in astrology. Earthquakes, eruptions in Hawaii. It's there in the astrology. That's Uranus squaring Pluto and Saturn and Mars. So it's eruption time, or it was in May. So let's get into June, because we enter the month on the 1st through the 7th with a grand water trine. So Venus at 15 degrees of Cancer and Jupiter at 15 degrees of Scorpio and Neptune at 16 degrees of Pisces are trining each other. It's almost an exact trine, but this is the quiet sectors that this impacts for you, Leo, the 12th, 4th, and 8th house. And this is a restful period. It is a dreamy, nebulous energy. And this would be a perfect time for Leo and Leo rising. Please watch your ascendant sign and your moon sign for a full dose of the cosmos. It's a perfect time for a staycation because your 4th house of home is impacted, and it's not a week to push forward with a ton of energy. It's a dreamy, lazy, hazy, nebulous time, and not a lot is seen too clearly in your shared resources sector in the middle of the trine. And you want to retreat a little bit with the 12th house activated. This is a restful, peaceful energy. On the 12th, Mercury enters Cancer in this 12th house to meet up with Venus. So again, right before your solar return, 6 weeks out, 6 to 8 weeks out, there's a download. There is an insight, intuition, a channeling that you receive, the 12th house of psychic ability. And you are stimulated with Mercury here. Your dreams are prophetic. You could be receiving clairaudience or clairvoyance. There are premonitions, predications, and you have a knowingness, claircognizance. Welcome to my world. There's a knowingness, and you don't know how you know things with such certainty, but it's available to you. And it's called channeling. So you can use it to your ability, to suit you, to the best of your circumstances for the month. And our new moon on the 13th at 22 degrees of Gemini is in the 11th house sector. At 12:43 p.m. Pacific time in the US, we have our new moon. And Leo, you love the Gemini energy because it sextiles you. So it's one sign away from you, and that energy is filtering harmonious vibes to Leo. The new moon here has you social, happy, hanging out with friends, also attaining some goals, setting new goals and intentions in the 11th house, because it is the house of goals. This could be beneficial for you. Additionally, on the 13th, Venus enters Leo. Yay! So this is through July 9th. In the 1st house, you're aesthetically looking your best. There is a smooth over aesthetic energy to your appearance. There's a harmony to the body and a balance in the body. This will be with you and available through the 9th of July, so take advantage of that. Venus also is attraction, so you're attracting the new opportunities to you, the right potential suitors to you for romantic possibilities, because Venus is love. Venus is also money. So, pay attention, listen up. This is a great time for you to shine, and Venus can assist you there. On the 21st of June, our sun enters Cancer. That is the longest day of the year, the summer solstice, and it's my birthday. At 3:07 a.m., the sun will enter this sign, and again, your 12th house, your quiet, restful, peaceful, releasing energy, the 12th house of the undoing, the 12th house of rest, and the 12th house of addictions. So for those of you who are holding on to bad patterns and habits, it's time to let them go. And these can be mental habits that you tell yourself, because the 12th house is the subconscious mind, and you can be on program telling yourself a few things, the mind telling you, but you are not your mind. You are not the body. Don't listen to your mind if it's saying negative things to you. You have control over this. And when you control the thoughts, you control the future and the vision and the manifestation. So use it positively. On the 26th, Mars retrogrades at 9 degrees of Aquarius through August 27th in your 7th house of relationship and partnership, business partnership, and personal relationships. Mars has been in Aquarius since May 15th and will continue to be here through the 26th of November. But he's direct through August 27, slowing down the pace to the relationship or the partnerships. Just a little bit, nothing detrimental. It's not like a Mercury retrograde, but there's a lot of stamina and energy with Mars, and I feel like you've been at a quicker pace, and you just notice that maybe you need some downtime in that 7th house. On the 27th, we have our full moon at 6 degrees of Capricorn at 9:53 p.m. Pacific time, and this is the 6th house of health and well-being. Finally, some closure for Leo and Leo rising in the health department. If you've been feeling ill or you've had some reoccurring weird ailments, things that really can't be defined or explained, that kind of energy can dissipate 2.5 days before and after the 27th of June. This is also closure in the work, the routine or the regimen. Some of you have completed a diet and you are ready for the summer. On the 29th, Mercury enters Leo. So here we go. 1st house of self, writing, publishing, blogging, editing, putting out the book, getting the book finished, expressing yourself, expression, and also your communication style can be brightened, and you're very analytical when Mercury is in the 1st house. Love it. And contacts, again, social arrangements, people getting in touch with you. Ooh, the lights are changing everywhere. So I don't know what's going on with these technical devices. Let's get to the cards and see what is here for Leo and Leo rising for the month of June. Also, if you'd like to read with me personally, if you'd like a private reading with your chart, please consider booking with me. I excel at what I do. And you can find me at audreyalison.com. You select your desired reading length via PayPal, and I'll get back to you in a few days to set up the appointment. Also, your Vimeo on-demand medium messages are available below in the Show More section. All of my links will take you there. And if you're interested in discovering more about the tarot and how to read, or just a new style and approach to reading the tarot, consider taking my course I wrote and published last year. I have a few students in there now, and it's an interactive, go at your own pace, 3-week course. And it's a lot of fun. It's for the beginner, the intermediate, and the advanced high priestess. So, Leo, here are your cards for the month of June. Excuse me. 8 of Swords. Oh, I'm sorry, 8 of Wands. 8 of Staves, or Knaves, whatever you prefer. Rods, fire. Things developing at a very quick pace. Moving forward, full speed ahead. That's how I feel right now. When my computer froze up on me, I was like, how can I get this done? Using the phone. Okay, full speed ahead. And the fire is creative energy. So think outside of the box when deadlines start approaching, or if you're in creative endeavors. Look at that. Hangman. This is the download. This is the 12th house that I've mentioned with Mercury there at the top of the month. and then the sun entering there on the 21st. This is your quiet reflection. Also, Venus is stationed in Cancer in the 12th house in the water trine. Download, reflection, rest, receiving guidance intuitively, psychically, hanging out, not pushing forward too much, but willing to stay put and accumulate data and information and dinero. 10 of coins. This is your business. This is your earnings. This is your potential, your wealth, your family, your property. Great money card for people who own their own business, or if you are looking for investors or someone to invest in what you're doing. Huge money card for savings. Ah, the moon. Haven't seen this card come up in any of the readings yet, and I've done about 8 of them or 7. Yeah, psychic ability. This in combination with the hangman, this is your download time. You are receiving intuitive guidance, and it's time. 6 weeks out prior to the solar return, you can learn your full year's lessons in a 6-week period of time and be tested on them. And your intuition is something you've needed to hone in on. Your last card. Wow. Deeply spiritual cards, deeply spiritual connections between the Hierophant, the Hangman, and the Moon. The Hierophant is learning. It's education, it's philosophy, it's study, it's spirituality, Reiki, healing. Not reggae, Reiki. I love some reggae though. Reiki healing, astrological, metaphysical healing, and even the Tarot. The Hierophant is all things 9th house, and even 12th house of quiet and retreat. The Hierophant is the Pope in the Tarot. So there is some learning happening for Leo and Leo rising 6 weeks out prior to the solar return. Things are developing very quickly, and you can be assessing internal data at a rapid pace too, Leo. This is what we like. We likey. And just keep moving forward, full speed ahead. I appreciate your patience with me getting these up, and I'm going to Apple again this week, so hopefully I'll have a functioning computer next month. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm wishing you a sweet June. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.